just happened out of nowhere. I don't know why that happened. It just an immediate crash as soon as I just show up for stream. What the heck are the odds for that? Also, I gotta keep it a little minimal because Twitch doesn't like it whenever you gotta keep the swearing at a minimum because Twitch doesn't like it whenever you cuss within the first 10 minutes. You can't tell Twitch when I'm giving you a bird. Hello, everybody. Yes, apologies for that. I literally have no idea how that happened, but I have no idea how that happened, why it happened, and in what way it did happen. But I mean, hey, we're here, and hopefully I'm gonna plug back in my iPad, and that will not be the issue. Now. So far from the looks of it, it seems like it might not be, at least so far. Yeah, I literally have no idea why that happened. It just kind of like immediately just snapped its mind out of existence, my PC. But yeah, anyway, we're here now, and hopefully everything will not be a problem going forward. I don't know if that'll be the case, but one can only hope, right? But yeah, hello everybody. I hope you're all having yourselves a very good morning, day, night, evening, whatever time zone y'all are in today. Hopefully whatever it is, you're having a good one, whatever it may be. As for me, I actually had at least a bit of a decent day. I didn't have to go into work immediately early this morning, which thank Jeebus for that. But yeah, I only got to go in around like 12 today. And for the majority of the beginning, I kind of just tried waking up, and I did that, even though I didn't feel like I did, for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, today, for anybody wondering what we're doing today, we are going to finally, after me talking about it for way too long, gonna be getting into a little animation that I've been talking about for a bit of a while now, which for anybody that is unaware of what I'm talking about, usually I never really have done much animation, at least on stream, but today that's where this changes, because to give a little bit of context, for a while me and some friends during some Monster Hunter streams specifically, which those of you that are regulars may already know what I'm talking about, usually we've been making jokes about this one thing about a video, which some of you may or may not remember. A little video called Break It, Lemme Smash or something like that. But yeah, we've been making a joke about what if instead of random birds, we replace the birds with either Rathaloses or Rathians. Hey Onyx, it's going good. How about you, my friend? And so yeah, that's basically what we're doing today. We're finally animating that live on stream. So anybody that wants to, so for anybody that's been waiting for that somehow, good news, it's finally happening. You want to get playing Overwatch? I feel for you. But yeah, finally after a while, we're finally getting to the Becky Let Me Smash Rathalos / Rathian edition. And I do kind of have plans on how we're kind of going to go about this. We're not going to have it be like a full-fledged animation. If anything, I'm going to treat it more like it's an animatic. Will it work? I don't know, but hey, better to do it now than later, right? Yeah, Lord, smashing and bathing is a surefire way to get some salmonella, poison ivy, and pokers all at the same time, so we can add Barney. What? You should made one with Devilho and I don't even know who those are. I don't know who either of those monsters are. I'm only just familiar with the Rathalos and Rathian, and honestly, both of those make the more sense to me, just because A, they are flying monsters, and B, it just kind of makes the most sense in terms of what I could understand in terms of either monster breeding with each other. So I mean, if anything, pretty sure I don't know how to properly pronounce that. Forgive me if I'm butchering it. Would use that bird as. Okay, now you got me curious. Now I gotta look up these monsters myself before we even get started. Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, Devil Joe. Okay. Alright, let me see. Oh! Yeah, that one. Okay, I remember Devil Joe. That one's familiar to me. Now I need to know, first time. You are in for a treat. Yeah, no, okay, I remember which one it was. I just couldn't remember because I'm not great with the names for Monster Hunter. Now I'm gonna see real quick, the Kuropiku, or however you pronounce that. Again, forgive me. Oh, wow, this is one of the first things that show up. Alright. Alright, that one I could see making sense. But I think I'm gonna stick with the Rathalos and Rathian because honestly they're the only two more recognizable monsters in Monster Hunter. But yeah. That would be a funny thing to... Oh boy. Oh boy, where did that tab open? Oh, fuck, right here. Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit just to see. Oh, right, okay, you know what, already seeing this, I need to put this up on its own thing, and we're gonna all witness this together. But first, before we do that, I'm gonna switch over to the art thing real fast, so that way we can at least have something proper to look at and our stuff ready. But before I do that, let me just do this because I gotta do this every time. I happen to have a Redbubble and a coffee, so if you want to help support your boy in any sort of way whatsoever, feel free to do so. On my Redbubble, I got stickers, and on my coffee, I got commissions open for art pieces, switching most, fight stick art, and even animation. So if any of those tickle your fancy in any sort of which way whatsoever, you can either go to the YouTube video descriptions or Twitch about section. All the links will be down in either of those areas, and you can head down over to the websites via that way. And if none of those tickle your fancy, if you're over on the YouTube, so you can come over to Twitch and subscribe to me that way and support me that way. If not, don't worry, just watching the stream is support enough. None of these are in any way mandatory. They're just very well appreciated if you do decide to do so in any way. And with that being said, let's switch over to art. And now up, and also I hope you guys like the frame that I have this paused on. If anything, it works out so well. Okay, let me set this up so that way we can all witness this little animation that Lord Shenanigans had put into the chat. Real quick to Shenanigans in chat, this isn't anything bad, is it? I just have to ask, just for purposes of not showing anything stupid on Twitch or YouTube, you know? Nope. Okay, good. Also, apologies if you hear any random banging outside. I think somebody might be, for some reason, shooting at fireworks, which is a bit early for that. Just a little bit. Capture. I do. Aha! Okay, so this is what I use. Okay, hold on. I need to see. Okay. Okay, let me actually just minimize this real quick and pause the music so that way we can actually bear witness to this with each other real quick. Let me just enlargen that. Now show. Alright. Okay, we're all gonna witness this together because I have no idea what this is. Alright. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hojo came to the new world. Oh boy. Is this the scene from Godzilla? I like the art of the character model. Thanks, Shep. I appreciate that. Also, do you like the art that we are about to work on so far? I hope you do. This is the scene from one of the Godzilla movies, isn't it? But instead it's... This fucking devil, no. Oh, devil. Welcome, Pickle, to the new world. He does have a body that looks a lot like a pickle, doesn't he? And there's Lumber. Ah, shit. Happy hunting. All right. All right, I'll admit that's a good one there, Shenanigan. I'm not even gonna ask why. We're just gonna move on from that. Shenanigan. No. It is. All right. Well, I guess we're learning now, huh? All right, but that was a very funny animation. I'll at least tell you. I'll at least say that right now. That was a very funny animation. I liked it a lot. Because they have the same bite marks and could eat an apple through a picket fence. What the? I'm not even gonna bother anymore. Yeah, the stuff you say is just like, it's just gonna, as far as I'm aware, it's just gonna be completely out your ass. Alright, but yeah, anyway. As said, we're gonna mainly treat this we're gonna mainly treat this more as an animatic rather than an actual animation, so I hope you guys are ready for this. I don't know how we're gonna go about this, but it's definitely gonna be interesting. And also, I hope you're gonna enjoy that as we go along. Because yes, it most likely is gonna be, you're most likely gonna be hearing a lot of that as we go along with this. You know, those Oscars. So you dated a MLP lover of sorts, huh? Hearing the audio from that, hold on. Yes, that's from the animation software. It's gonna be like that as we go along, so get ready for a lot of this. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna put a drawing layer on the top of this because we, as I said, are gonna mainly treat this like an animatic rather than an actual animation. So right now we need a deep and dark sort of orangey red for the Rathalos, and a, hold on a second, no, not that, no, not that either. There we go. And a very, sorry, very bright yet dark green for the Rathian. Okay, that kind of works a little bit there. Alright, just so that way I can remember these. What? Okay. Oops, a little too thick of a brush there. Yen for Rathian and for Rathalos. I don't know. I don't care if that's not how do you spell the last bit of Rathalos. I just had to put something there so that way I could remember. Alright, first we need to start with the Rathian because the Rathian in this case will be Becky. Alright, and I am going to, for the purposes of actually kind of being a little accurate here, going to look up a Rathian / Rathalos nest. So that way I could actually get an idea on how I should properly build this. It just looks like a regular nest. Okay. Okay. Because I actually did, funny enough, watch the original documentary of what Becky Let Me Smash is about, and it's a bit funny. The bird isn't there to, funny enough, Ron ain't there to smash. Ron is there to destroy her nest. Babby, what's up? And hello there, Alu on TV. Apologies if I butchered that name. How are you guys? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Sorry, your PNG. Your PNG mouth moves. Yes, because I animated this myself, and in fact, we're about to do an animation, and you kind of just got us at a good time. How do you guys? Raid sponsored by Babby Whiskey. Yeah, I bet. That's so cool. Yeah, thank you. All is good there, Aluan. Again, apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. Here, hold on. Let me actually, I need to move my iPad out of the way. Let me shout out real quick. Hold on one second. Dash. Come on, there it is, and then... Hold up. Actually, you know what? This kind of works. Okay, copy, and then... bang. Alright, thank you! It's just, Alu, no worries. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know that, Babby. Yeah, thank you, Alu. I appreciate the raid. It is very well appreciated. And also, hi, Babby. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing good. Actually, hold on. I just remembered. I need to swap voice chats because I am in here in case any of my friends want to join along. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, no worries. I always try to make sure to shout out anybody that raids, and thank you again for that. And for anybody that is new from Alu's stream, first, hello. I hope you all are having a good day. Second, some of you may be wondering who the heck I am, which for anybody that doesn't know, I am Star MBH, and the MBH stands for Monster Bleh. Hold on, let me just go ahead and wind up my brain real quick so that way you can start working again. I'm a monster bounty hunter VTuber. I hunt monsters for you so that way you don't have to. I make sure so that way you can have the rewards and things that you wish to have, or you just need a monster that needs to take care of. Don't worry, I got you. I am just here to do as I do, and that is to hunt monsters for you. And hopefully, in some cases, put a smile on your face. Monster Hunter meme? Yes. So basically, to put it simply, for anybody that doesn't know what this is, I am going to... Hold on one second. And by the way, for anybody that's going to stick around in chat, you're going to hear a lot of this. So get ready for that. But basically, what this is the Becky Let Me Smash meme. And for anybody that hasn't seen it, let me go over to the music real quick and pause that for a second so that way you can bear witness to some glory.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash. Please.
No, Ron. Go find Becky.
You want some fuck?
No, Ron. I don't want some fuck.
I got you blue. Hey girl. You want some tail? Flick.
Ron, your tail is small.
What? Swiggity sweetie. You want yellow? She doesn't want yellow. Blue and yellow, no.
Ron, I'm leaving.
What? No, wait, let me smash. What does my life come to? Becky thought my tail was big. Becky used a let me smash, but Becky is smashing Ben. Ben is a hoe. Heck. Fuck this next. Fuck that. I need you, Becky. Becky, let me smash. I'm gonna get that bitch a stick. Bitches love sticks. Wrong stick. Need stick, got stick, Becky. I got stick, let me smash.
But yeah, that's basically what we're memeing over, what we're animating over. But instead of Becky, we're gonna have a Rathian, and instead of Ron, we're gonna have a Rathalos. So I hope you're ready to sit back, relax, and enjoy the memes. I'm keeping it at a low occupancy so that way I can at least still use it as a reference for whenever we are animating it. And we're gonna mostly kind of treat it as an animatic rather than an animation. So let's get into edit flipbook here so that way we can get to this. And pardon in any way if I do seem like I don't know what I'm doing. It's because I don't. I draw, I don't animate a lot. So, yeah, if it does turn out to be a little rough around the edges, that's why. I don't animate. I am just simply a little drawer. Whenever it does come to anything that I do animate, it is usually the purpose of like how I have it for my PNG here, where it's just simple mouth movement and little bits of movement for other stuff. So, yeah, I'm not the best animator. So, take what you see with a grain of salt. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with the Rathian, which I need to pull up the reference images that I have on the side here. Okay, we got a little bit of that. It's still pretty cool though. Yeah. And I'm gonna mainly try to draw the Rathalos and the Rathian more similar to like my art style. For A, purposes of just kind of like making it a little bit more simple, and B, I don't have to go with full large amounts of detail. Because let's be honest, in terms of detail, the Rathalos and Rathian have a lot. And in terms of positions and how they look, I don't even know if I'll get them right, but hey, better late than never to kind of try and learn. I will say though, the Rathian does look really cool because that's a lot of spikes, and I am a very heavy spike lover. Alright, first things first, I need to draw out the nest that we're going to be dealing with here because, of course, the Rathian has a nest, and so we're going to try to work with that as best we can. Believe it or not, yes, a Rathian does have a nest. She's out. Oh boy, I did not want that. I did not want to pull up the YouTube video. I wanted to open up the image in a new tab. There it is. Wow, that's a low poly image. That is a very low poly image. Alright, you gotta try and make it work as best as I can. So right now, definitely going to be a little scuffy, but hey, we're VTuber. We embrace the scuff. We're VTubers here. Scuff is just kind of the norm for us. Let's be a little real. If you're a VTuber and you aren't dealing with scuff, are you really a VTuber? It's just gonna make a little start for a nest. Kind of works out a little bit. I'm liking it a little bit so far. Liking it a little bit so far. Now I want to undo the stroke there. Dreams, can you work with me here? Alright, I need to add another track to that. No, not that. I need the track so that way I know how long I'm going to need to do this for. Alright, copy this and then head all the way to the moment that Ron gets here.
Stiff. Pig.
Okay, here we are. Place that right there. Now, yeah, hold on. I just realized how many frames am I gonna have to deal with here? Dude, that's a lot. I need to double check real quick. How many frames have I put these for? Just for purposes of my own sanity. Hold on, no, I think it's... Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna set us to BRB real quick in case something accidentally gets shown that I don't need to be shown. Let me see. Where are the proper settings? Okay, I see. The frames are set to 12 per second. Right. Which I don't think will be that bad. Let's get back in there though. Okay, drawing out a rathian is gonna be a hassle, but it should be fine. Hopefully. By the way, real quick, I should actually ask, Babby, Alu, what were you guys doing for streaming? If you don't mind me asking, what were you doing? Were you playing some Night Rain? Were you playing some Monster Hunter? You guys yourselves? What were you doing? Hmm? Yes, because pure curiosity has me wondering. If you guys are even still there, I don't know if you are. I should have asked that earlier when you raided in, but hey, better late than never, right? Alright, I need a good look at them Rathian legs real quick because wow, that is insane. I need to see Rathian in a more neutral place. Okay, that actually could look good a little bit. Okay, drawn Rathian is. I never drawn a Rathian before, so this is gonna be interesting. Already kind of a little off to a little bit of a rough start here. You have something on the side here to determine the like head shape of a Rathian, so that kind of helps out. I need to see one where it's like facing forward. Can I simply ask for some higher quality images here, Google? Because that would be very plausible. This is definitely interesting. Alright, hold on, I need to see one facing Rathian again. Alright, okay, how am I actually going to go about this? Because I never pre-planned how I'm going to design the Rathalos and Rathian, because I'm more of a, screw it, we ball type of guy, or, I mean, I'm I'm more of a fuck it, we ball type of guy. So, figuring this out is going to be a part of the challenge here. Not gonna lie, I already like the way that the Rathian is looking. It looks goofy. You know, I don't care if this is going to be very inaccurate. I already like the way that it looks. This is looking gorgeous. This is looking gorgeous. Alright, and hold on one second because I actually realized something. I didn't do anything specific earlier. Hold on one measly little. Oh, never mind. Alright, I was opening up Alu's stuff and I didn't know whether or not I had rated them before, but hey, I guess I did. I guess I did. Alright, I think for purposes I'm gonna leave that one random little spike out of Rathian's little thingy. I'm gonna need to open up a lot of these images just so that way I can at least have a good... Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Have a good go-to for everything. I need to zoom in on this one image because wow. Is it rough? Yes, but if anything, it at least helps me out get an idea of how the head shape is supposed to look for each of them. Which, yes please. Alright, open image, a new tab. I'm gonna have a lot of tabs full of Rathians up after the stream is done.
Change the beat. The sky is not the same no more today.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to find that track just so that way I can get the body kind of going here.
Change the beat. Covers are all we judge books by today.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I could try formulating their body in a way where they're kind of like got their tail behind them like this in a way. Will it work? I don't know, but we're about to find out, I guess. Besides, their wings are about to block everything here in a minute. Okay, I need to work out how I'm going to do their arms here. I need to see a good spread of the wings here. Right there. Otherwise, because I need to make sure that I am doing this in a way that like somewhat makes sense in terms of their overall looks and shape and everything else. Okay, in terms of how big their wings are, I think I get a bit of a save of having to draw their body. Looking good, looking good. And I'm looking at many different variations of the Rathian, and it's crazy how many versions of the Rathian. Okay, hold on.
To say everything's too late, and we all accept it that way, so be it. Time marches on.
trying to get a decent shaping of like how the wings, I almost said arms, but the wings and how they look. I mean, I guess on the technicality, wings kinda count as arms. You know, not really. I mean, they are a limb, let's be honest. They do count, wings do count as a limb, believe it or not. Alright, I need to actually see. Oh wait, no, that's like, oh no, that is official art, okay. I was looking at like the one thing I saw where it showed off, god damn it, Google, I swear. Show me the site that this is from, damn it. Okay, why is the quality here better than it is on the actual thing? Alright, yeah, in terms of this isn't that bad, actually. Looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, I just straight up already like how the Rathian looks in this because it's just so funny. If anything, I feel like I should build up on the fact that this is meant to be funny. You know what? Hold on. I know the perfect thing that I could do to really build on this. Giving them the fucking kindergarten style bird legs. It really does work. I'm not gonna lie, it really does work. Alright, and I am going to try and erase a majority of the what the fuck? Oh, okay. I think it might be showing me the one that is farther up ahead for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, this is where the tail will come in. Ow, fuck, my back, sorry. Alright, hold on, I kinda need to like go up ahead a little bit. Just gonna get a read on what we're doing here. First things first, because of this. Actually, hold on, no, I should head back to the original drawing right here. Alright, copy. Now we go back to the beginning. And we paste that there. And there. And there. And there. And there. And then we grab this little tool right here. Grab all of these. Copy this. And paste it like that. Do the same with these. Copy this. And then paste.
Nice.
Yeah, I bet it is nice. Thank you. Thank you for realizing that. Becky.
I
need to remind myself, where do I need to stop? Okay, 93. Got it. Right, 93, that's when I gotta just be like, oh. Okay, just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. That. What else we got? Gotta deselect those, or else it'll also copy those.
Yellow.
And then get back to the task at hand. that frame because we don't need that anymore. Alright, we're gonna have this copied as well because there's gonna be a point where we're gonna have to tilt the head. Which is right around at frame 5. Paste. Paste. Now we're also gonna paste this here. And then is this, but change up the neck is what we're gonna do. What the fuck? Oh, okay, there we go. It's like, where is the eraser? Get rid of a bit of the neck here. And by a bit, I mean practically a majority of it. Actually, hold on. Let me go back and actually find. There's a lasso tool. I actually don't know how to use the lasso tool or where it even is. But it's not what I want. What the hell even is? Yeah, hold on. I think I'm kind of just going a little. Hold on. Let me see, where is the lasso tool? Or actually, maybe I should just try going for a different facial angle for the rathian because, yeah. So we're gonna go with this instead of the one that we kind of been using already. We're gonna formulate the head differently. Because of the way that this picture that I have on the side here looks, we're going to just work with that and try to formulate things with how that looks. Right, I need to hide the nest frames real quick. So that way I can try and work this out a little more. Alright, chin spike, a little crimson chin spike. A little farther downwards. This. Images to see for myself real quick.
Says.
Yeah, that one I loaded by.
Says.
It definitely is a bit rough around the edges, but I think we're making it work. Oh boy, I better shrink down the eraser just a tad bit here, because wow. Okay. I gotta like, it's a little funny kind of seeing like an up-close variant of the Rathalos and Rathian. Because in a way, even though like there are very obvious ways to see the fact that it is an animal, just from the side profile alone, it really looks like they just put like a creature mask over somebody's face. It's a little funny looking, not gonna lie. What the fuck is this doing here? There's just a random open tab for no reason. I don't even know why that was there. Let me get this right here. And then this one we're going to take the eraser now and truly try to erase the nest as much as we can in the back. Just gonna get rid of whatever little bits we don't need from the nest that are just kind of there. The hell is okay? It's like for some reason it just wasn't like showing the fact that it was erasing, even though I was erasing. Like, Real Great Dreams be a little weird sometimes and a bit funky. Why? I don't know. Just gonna be how it be sometimes. Also, some cold hard rush from right there and I love it. Cause we're having to go back and forth through references so that way I can make it look as accurate as possible. Alright. In terms of that image, or the Rathalos and Rathian heads, I kind of been good there. Don't need to worry about that much. But the body of the Rathalos, that's where things really come in. Okay, in terms of the Rathalos, which, thinking about it, I might need to actually open up another tab just to search back up the Rathian. Well, actually, go back here, go over here, and then type in Rathalos. Look up images again, and then bada bang, we're good there. Oh, this is a good one. I gotta turn it up a little bit. Alright,
Nothing more I say, nothing changed by words, nothing changes
body-wise, there's not really too much of a difference between the Rathalos and Rathian. It's just that the Rathian tail, specifically, I'm looking at the tail for between both of them here. The Rathian tail just happens to have a lot more spikes at the end rather than the Rathalos. Specifically, it's like you got the main tail like end where there's just like all that large amount of whatever the heck that's supposed to be, and then you got the little spike at the end. Rathalos has the one spike, the Rathian has multiple, which makes sense because it's full of a lot of poison barbs and shit like that. I think it would be barbs, right? Oh wait, no, it would be quills because like I'm trying to think of like a porcupine in a way. Even though a porcupine does not have a lot of poison, as far as I'm aware. Going back to this one. Because right now, this is where we add in the tail. Yeah, I think what I'm going to try to go for here, in terms of the tail, it's kind of like have the wag be like back and forth, like from this position here. And we're just kind of getting the rough shape of it out, so that way I know where I gotta go from here. Trying to get like a good format of shaping it, so that way it's at least somewhat cohesive between each frame. Damn it. I hate when Procreate thinks I'm trying to go back a step whenever I'm trying to move it. I am not. I am trying to get a little bit of a closer look. It's just that, for some reason, it just thinks that, like, whenever I put my 2 fingers on, it wants me to go back. I don't. That time I did, but other times it's like, no, I don't.
That's all I can do for now. Oh, nothing.
I just gotta try to get a good spot for the in between. I don't know if that was I know there was somebody in the house and stuff knocking on the door. One's just going to be in the rough shape. That might work out. All right, we're looking.
Nothing else.
Alright, we got the in-betweens now, we just need to connect them. You know, we're going to start from the tip of the tail this time instead of just at the base. Maybe we might need to start at the base, because this is already just feeling a little wonky. Kind of just works for now. I mean, in terms of it, this is meant to be a meme animatic. It's not meant to be like a full-fledged animation. In terms of everything, I don't know exactly how long it's going to last, but we're still going to do this. Copy it from here. Paste it. Come on. Here. Wait, hold on. Let's just see the animation of the tail right now. Let's see how this is looking.
This is a nice.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot. I need to fucking reverse it, or else it's just gonna be fucking weird. Need to go back a lot here. Hold on. All right, there we go. Deselect all of this. And double frame that so that way it can copy, paste. Come on, copy. Just do this, and now copy.
Sit.
Right. What am I doing? I forgot. I need to fucking. I am getting way too far ahead of myself right now. I need to real quick draw in the little bits of detail before I even get to that. I am skipping way too far ahead. I need a good angle on the rathian because this is just a little. Now we go over here and we're gonna actually change back to the other thing we have, the eraser, because it was at least a little bit more decent than the one that we got here already. Anybody that is wondering that is just watching this, yes, this is a large amount of process that goes into animation. So if you're looking into animation yourself, don't let this deter you. It's a part of the process. Be a little bit more static rather than bendy. Random bits of noise. Immediately start erasing these lines here because if I don't, I am going to be immediately lost on where things should be when I get to them. It will be a mental problem on my brain hole. This is starting to look better as we go along. Went a little too hard with the eraser there. Immediately already looking better. Already looking better. Kind of need to start bending each a little bit more to the right, so that way it can look like it's bending more towards the right this time. Is every little bit of this going to look perfect? No. That's kind of the beauty of working with an animatic. You don't need it to look perfect. You just needed to give off the idea of what you want, you know? It's kind of always the purpose of like animatics, at least from what I can understand. No, real quick, what I'm about to say, I am not an animator, so take everything that you're about to hear from me with a grain of salt. But from what I can understand in terms of animation, an animatic is just supposed to be the very thing that helps the animator get the idea of what they need to animate. Supposed to be the rough animation in a sort of way of saying, like the very, very rough animation. When I say rough, I mean rough. But I am going to have as much fun with this as I can, trying to mess about with it in any sort of way, add a little bit of my own sort of flair to this, because I believe art is an interpretation of one's mind in many cases. And what you're going to see with my mind, depending on how we go about this, is probably going to be making you question whether or not the fact that you're following me, and whether or not you should probably unfollow me. On a side note, I just want to check in with everybody, a little wellness check. How are y'all in chat right now, both Twitch and YouTube? If there's anybody there. Y'all's doing okay at the moment? Y'all's enjoying what time you got? Enjoy it, because you know it ain't gonna last too long. Now we get to the proper copy paste thing that we need to do here. All right, there we go. Here's where we bring in the last one. I want to do this. Alright, I don't know if this is going to look good, but let's see. Starting from the beginning. Anyway, you know. Starting from the beginning, let's see how this tail animation's looking.
This is a nice stick.
Okay, just the animation for the tail is actually looking not that bad.
This is a nice stick.
It looks, dare I say, pretty good. Alright, now let's go ahead and copy paste this again in case it somehow didn't save. And we're going to paste it one last time just to see where we can go from there. I think what we're gonna do is that we're gonna keep going until she says stick.
A nice stick.
Like around,
I like.
like right where she's starting to say I like sticks. Like right here, we might cut it and we might not deal with the nest anymore. If I'll be honest, is what I think we might do is that we might go for a zoom. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go in on a zoom in on the face here. Just go by because I think it might be a little funny if we did that. Hey, hold on, let's see. Actually, hold on. What we're actually going to do is we're going to move this a little further down.
I can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Thank you for the hydrate there, Onyx. I appreciate that. Also, how you doing, buddy? Still playing Overwatch? If so, how are things going for you right now in the game? Grab all these and grab this and then copy it real quick and then paste it right here. I think when she starts saying a nice stick, that's where I'm going to bring back this right. Let's see where it is right now, real quick.
This is a nice stick.
I think it's actually right at where I asked.
A nice.
Yeah, pretty much right at the beginning of frame 18 and 19. So let's just paste and copy this and paste it right here. Paste this frame a little bit here, just for purposes of kind of like getting some ideas. You gonna get playing Resident Evil 6? Hopefully you don't become one of the zombies. Yeah, I hope that goes well for you and you don't lose your sanity. Let's see how far we got.
This is a nice stick.
How far into the game are you right now, if you don't mind me asking there, Onyx? Let's see how we are with this.
This is a nice stick. Stick.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go up to here at frame 63 or 36 with this one. So copy paste, copy paste, copy. Come on, paste. There we go. And then last one, and then we'll just take these two and clear them out. Paste. Alright, there we go. I think we're good there.
This is a nice stick. I like.
Yeah, okay. And with that, we're gonna go for a full zoom in. First, we're gonna take all these little nests here. We're actually just gonna go ahead and just straight up take them and clear them out. Actually, hold on. We'll do that with all of them except for that one, so that way we can know where Ron comes in. Or in this case, the Wrath flows. Just so that way we have a good point on where we start for beginning and end. Alright? At least in terms of getting up to Ron. Now we go ahead and go for a zoom in on the Rathian's face. Ow, my back. Ugh. Ooh. Whew. Anybody hear that? God damn. annoy me. Excuse me. Okay, hold on. Let me get like the area where the head will be here, because if I don't, I'm probably gonna lose track of everything. This will be a true and tried and hassle if I don't do it properly, because my mind will be like, no, you need to do it like this. What are you doing? And also realizing I should have gave the rathian teeth for the other frames, but you know what? Hey, it's supposed to be an animatic. Well, you know what? I'm gonna embrace the scuffage a little bit here. Then we'll go ahead and do the dubbing kind of like pretty much after everything that we get going here. Also, I should actually real quick while I get the chance, because if I want to do what I believe I wish to do, I need to find out where the lasso tool is for Procreate Dreams, because that is what I am using. Lasso tool, where are you? My Procreate website, give me what I need. I need the information. Well, I mean, cool that it works, but I'm asking real quick, where the fuck is it? He's gonna need to pull up a video for it, so give me 1 second here.
Hey, Xavier.
Shh, what's up? Let me just turn that down a little bit.
What are you doing? Show us the progress on the lasso tool.
Well, I just need to know where it is. That's all I need to know. Where the fuck is that? Here in filters. No, that can't be. No, I think it might be select. Neither. Where the fuck? You just show me where the lasso tool is. That's all I need.
What do nightmares taste like anyway?
Pepsi. Hi, Dazaki. I hope all is well. Okay, you know, I'm going to need to look up where is the lasso tool. That's me. Her dreams. Where is the lasso tool? Within select mode. Which is be the top one. Drawing or painting mode? It's only in painting mode. God damn it! All right. I was really hoping to see if I could test it out. It's not. I'm in flipbook mode, so therefore I can. was. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I don't know what that was. That was also not what I wanted to do. What the hell? Oh, I see. Okay. Purposes of making sure that I can properly hear this and that we're getting into the position of where we are in terms of animation, I need to turn down the music a little bit so I can hear this.
I like sticks. Sticks.
Okay, yeah, that is where we'll be going at that point.
I like
Yeah, whoop. Right, hold on, I think I'm gonna need to do this myself real quick by just doing that.
I like
We're here to frame 53 for a quick paste, and then we're just gonna paste that here too, and here as well, and then we're gonna take this and just and copy, and then paste, and paste. Also, I think I found out what that little bump I heard earlier was. It was actually just... It was just my headphones rubbing against my little pop filter here, or pop shield, actually.
look.
Apologies for that if you heard that as well and thought... Alright, hold on. I'm gonna clear out these frames real quick, because... Right now, what we need to do is that we need to go here and then paste it again. Oh, nope, no, only just need the one. Okay, copy and then paste. Now here is where we step in and do a little bit of editing, or change up actually. We're gonna go from looking down to looking up. And having a little bit more of a smile here. Whoa, what the hell? I did not mean to do that. I have no idea how that keeps happening. And now we copy paste and paste. Go ahead, go here. Copy and then paste. How long until after she says 6? I don't know, so let's find out.
Like sticks.
Oh fuck, I forgot to draw the pupil. Okay, let's just go ahead and clear that and clear that. Make the pupil just a little wider, just to be like, yes, stick. Hold on, I'm getting called out somewhere. Hold on one second, BRB. Okay, let's go ahead and clear that. And copy. And then paste. Go ahead, go here. Copy, and then paste. Now here is where we step in and do a little bit of editing. Or change up, actually. We're That's what she said, Onyx. Not about Resident Evil. Hello again. Sorry, I had to step away for a bit of a hot minute. Had to help out with something. Now it should be good. Alright, and just real quick, a little wellness check. Hope everybody's doing okay. Y'all's doing fine right now? I did not. Okay. Oh boy, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do this. Copy and then paste. I don't know how I can get. Okay, so around frame 74. That's when we gotta stop that. That actually works out perfectly. Okay, let's real quick take a moment to realize what we have created real quick, and then just accumulate and reiterate as we go along. Doing good. Trying to do a stealth section in a game that doesn't have stealth. Oh no. So kind of like a worse variant of some of these stealth missions from Metal Gear Rising. Got it. Alright, anyway.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Okay, that's gonna be funny to try to work with here. Alright. Again, gonna re-show this in case anybody somehow missed it. This is what we got so far.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
And I think what we might do is we might, actually, I think I got a good way at how we could go about this. Hold on one little minute. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna need to do this so that way I know what I'm doing. At least somewhat. This works. Kinda. I'll formulate it a little more like this actually. Hold on. Alright, now some of you may be wondering, what the heck is he doing right now? Oh, just wait. Alright, and we will be adding in a stick soon, just not at the moment. The process of getting the actual animation done before we can get about what we want to animate, Alright, getting to animate the more important things before getting to animate the not so necessary things. The stick will come into play later, and that's definitely what she said. You know, stick will just basically kind of be like here as a point of reference. Should actually probably do that here, so that way we're gonna go here and do this. Take the frame, copy it, go here. Hold on, I need to know. And I actually might need to actually move this back just a. Whoa! What the fuck happened there? Okay, what the hell? What the fuck? Okay, I found out why. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. And I'm pasting it there. No, damn it. Copy. Paste. There we go. Jeez. Copy and paste. You can actually collect this and just paste it for a couple frames ahead, so that way. That way enough. I'm gonna need to have it on here for. And just that frame. And because we know where we need to end up anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and clear that frame as well. We're gonna move up to these frames now. We take this and select it, and we're just gonna try and move it down just one bit here. Copy. Now we take this and copy paste it here. It's just a little bit up here. Okay, frames 76, 78. Copy, paste. Hold on 1 second. Okay, we'll just something real quick. We're all good. Alright, hold on. Okay. I immediately lost place where we are. Okay, I know one little thing that we can do is just like a little joke here. Hold on. I'm gonna have like a little one frame gag real quick. But I kind of want to go into... Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. I want to go in and see if I can get like a good eye on the tongue real fast for a rathian, because I actually have no idea what a rathian tongue looks like. You know, it's a bit weird, but follow me for a minute here. Alright, open image. Let me get a good close-up in the mouth. Okay. Come on. Okay, that is literally our one-frame gag. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got so far, huh, people? All right, this should be interesting. Let's see.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
I love it already. Oh man, this is so fucking good already. I love this already. This is amazing so far. Oh fuck. I need to watch that again one more time. Just one more time.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick. Hold on, real quick, because I know some people are probably like confused and seeing what it looks like. Hold on, let me go back and get like. It probably we probably sadly don't have the audio, but this is what we got so far. Hold on, let me just. All right, here's what we got. Just like the audio matchup would actually like really helps out. Actually, you know, I know what I could have probably done. Hold on. Let me just bring this back. And instead of getting rid of it, we're going to put the occupancy at as low as we can go. Alright, now back into this. Alright. To everybody that's watching, again, feast your eyes on this beauty. This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Then we got the one-frame gag at the end. This is literally just there for one frame, and that's it. I love it. Right. Now we gotta get. Now we just need to get back to the end of it real fast, so that way we can work on the rattles. Fucking damn it! All right, and I need to go back here real fast, so that way I can actually see the video and try to work off of that once again. What the fuck was that? Hold up. I am very dumb, and I don't care. This shit's funny to me. Holy. Okay. Now here, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna have like a little thing set up here, where we're gonna have like an actual like brown thing here, which we're gonna have as like a little stand for the Rathalos to kind of come in on. Gonna have him kind of come in here as how Ron is a little bit.
Let me smash.
I'm gonna see where it kind of stops for a minute. That way we know where we stop. Grab these. Copy. Paste. 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 Paste.
Leave.
And base.
Let me smash.
Those 2 frames. Look at that motherfucker's head just staying there. Is this what it feels like to be a YouTube poop editor? Alright, I think I got a bit of a funny idea here. Hold on. I got a little bit of a funny idea. Little bit of a funny idea here. First things first, we copy out the collar for the red colors. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it a little simple for me here. And make 1 frame and try to work with that a little bit here. I'm sorry, I got a bad itch on my fucking butt here. Hold on. Come on. Scratch, go away. Go away. Go away. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Alright, okay, this is gonna be a little rough because the Rathalos, while similar to the Rathian, is definitely has some defining features that are very, very different.
Let me
Hey, hold on. Let's get the landing pose in real fast so that way we can actually work with it here. Okay, let's start here because I feel like that might be the best spot to work with for the lemme smash. Okay, and we're going to start off by making these little claws of his just a tad bit bigger. I need a good look at them ankles. Blah. Can I get a good look at them ankles? Blah. Damn, that's a big image there. Blah. Actually, I think I know why. Hold on. Yep. that would explain it. I was a little too closely zoomed in. I did not realize. Alright, but I think we're good. And I think I know a way to make it just at least look a little more funny. We're going to make his legs look like abnormally large, but make his body look just, at least for these few frames, look a little too small, intentionally. Okay, and here's where I think we'll start making the head appear. Even though this isn't exactly how the Rathalos kind of looks, at least in terms of his chin, we're gonna at least just kind of work off of what we see, or at least in this case what I see. What I see is at least something that looks a little too similar to the Rathian, so we're gonna make minute changes of that as we go along here, folks. I want to make it look not necessarily the same as the Rathian, because obviously they're very different, but we're gonna try our damnedest to do what we can to like really differentiate them from each other a little bit here. Okay, I need a good look at them Rathalos eyes. Definitely some formats of difference here. Alright, and actually, now since we're on the Rathalos, I need a good look at that wingspan. At least whenever it's in a neutral pose and the wings are just kind of curled up as they usually would be. Like how you see a pigeon whenever they're just walking about minding their own business. Does the Rathalos never have its wings just curled up? I'm just realizing this because like I'm looking at like a lot of images for the Rathalos. There's not one where his wings are curled up. His wings are just always out. Wait, hold on. I think I have something here. No. There's nothing in terms of his wings just being curled up. Yeah, it's like this motherfucker is always on a constant alert. The only actual like image of his wings being curled up, they're lifted up. Like he's just ready to take off. Is that how it is for Rathalos? Like his wings are just always up and ready, and he's just got himself prepped and ready to take off? Is that what we're dealing with here? He never has his wings lowered like how the Rathian does. I guess we're gonna have to just work with that. Fuck it, we're gonna bend the rules. I say his... Yeah, you know, I say his wings just get curled up and go down a little bit here. Just for purposes of continuity and for the fact that I don't get a headache after trying to animate this for as long as I do. In terms of design, his wings are definitely a little similar to the Rathian, just not 100%. Actually, you know what, we're gonna go with something like this, actually. You know, with a little bit more, having it be a little bit more upwards. And we're gonna have... I need to go back to like how I did the Rathian. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at what I can. It is a little diff. It is just like how I
Let me smash.
Oh fuck, I just realized that I was drawing the Rathian on the fucking wrong layer. God damn it! Go back and just redraw it entirely. No, that's just nice. And then get rid of that frame and then... Yabba 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 yabba. And we're going to do a little bit of this for making it look at least as decently natural as we can. And this is supposed to be an animatic, it's not supposed to be 100% perfect. I might as well at least make a few things look decent. That way we can get the idea across as much as we possibly can. Even work out, I don't know, but hey, that's the beauty of this. We just find out as we go along. I'm not gonna lie, I think just to go with it, I think I might add a lot more one-frame gags just to say fuck it, why not? It might be a little funny just to have like random gags every once in a while with this shit. Be perfect. I mean, it's an animatic, so not entirely, but it'll at least be decent enough to kind of like be a really good way to tell, like, yeah, this is done like this type of deal. And I think that's what I'm pulling off here in a decent way. come on. Really, Dreams?
Nothing
I just.
more I say, nothing changed by words, nothing changes anyway. Only
Okay, I think I got it now. I just need to get this going here.
that's just the way how it
And
is.
now we will really work on the wingspan. But first things first, we clear this. Yeah. We clear this out.
I cannot do
Copy this and then paste it back on there. There we go. Alright, now we go back to this. Fuck, I forgot the ice. Alright, hold on.
I can meet you somewhere. I'll be there at your side with a smile. Can't do anything else. Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing else.
Alright, now we clear it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, hold on. I need to get a look at that Rathian, or Rathalos head again. Okay, yeah, what we got so far ain't that bad. Gonna make a little bit of an adjustment here, just a little bit. What we got right now is decent. Now we get to drawing the actual wing here. Alright, is this over exaggeration for the spike on the wing? Yes, but honestly, anything to help deter and differentiate the Rathalos and Rathian with each other.
Just side with a smile. That's all I can do for now. Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing else.
Going good. There's also a bit of difference in like how the wings are built. Instead of like three little parts that help expand the wings, where we got the tip here and then three little bones in the middle to help expand it. We got four. And we gotta do something a little bit more like this. I'm really hoping that I can make this work.
I'll be there, show side with a smile. I cannot do anything for you. I hope talking is not in my
Fourth one going here.
if I can meet you somewhere. I'll be there, show side with a smile. Can do anything else and then nothing, nothing, nothing else. Nothing, nothing, nothing else.
Say we're good.
Nothing, nothing else.
Would you guys say that this looks good enough? I think it looks good enough to help depict a Rathalos. Okay, but now we gotta figure out a way to like bring him into frame here. Here, let's start with this. Hold on. Claws out on the feet like this. Help make it look a little, not necessarily natural, but at least like how it should. Like the little claws coming in for the landing. I might need to move that a little bit more like this here. Let me do one thing real quick. Just copy this frame here, paste it, go over here, transform it, go right over here with it, and now we can combine these two frames together. Let's do this. That's not what I want, dude. Alright, well, you know what? With what we got right now, let's actually head back over here and do this. Because technically we're gonna need to like fill a few of the frames with the fact that he's coming in for a landing. Trying to get like images up to help showcase the landing process. Okay, realizing it, the feet might be just a little too far apart actually, so we'll just get that. Go back to this. Remove the foot in just a little closer. Shape it like how it's shaped the other foot. Or should I probably just say claws? There's way too many lines around here to differentiate or like identify what the hell's happening. Hold on now, in terms of what we gotta do for the upper body here, we gotta manipulate it in a way to help showcase the wings a little bit. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. Weird head fin spike thing that kind of is going on behind the ear there, which is a bit of a little much for design, but I guess to differentiate one monster from the other, I guess it doesn't hurt to add that. By the way, did anybody ever notice that with the heads? No, hold on, let me get this image real fast so that way you guys can see for yourselves. The image that I have on the side, just to get like a good idea of the differences between each monster. It's a bit on the odd side, but it looks, if I can set it up properly here, like this. This is one of the images that I'm working off of just to differentiate a Rathalos from a Rathian. It's a bit weird, like. You can see, like, behind the ear of the Rathalos, that's the little fin thing that I'm trying to, like, draw at the moment. Let me just move this a little out of the way here. It's this little part right here that I'm trying to draw, which... Just look at a little weed here. But you know what? It's working out, so I'm not complaining. Just so you know, not every frame is going to look perfect, so this is definitely going to be a congealed sort of mess of stuff here. You know what, actually kind of realizing it, I made his neck a little bit too much like a giraffe neck, so I think I should probably have it lean forward just a little more. Come on, work with me here, Procreate. I think that's good right there. Alright, I need a good image of a Rathalos with its mouth open right now. It doesn't look too wide for it, but you know what, it will work. Work with me here. Yeah. Oh, hiccup. Say so far this is decent, very decent. And we gotta get to the rest of the neck here, and then kind of getting into the body. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a touch up here, there. Okay. I think this is good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, paste it here, but I'm going to bring it back just a little bit. works.
Let me see some. Let me.
And I think this is where we go ahead and start copy pasting this one a little bit here. Actually, maybe it's a little too early to have it right there. Okay. Yeah, right there should be good. Then we copy, then paste that frame.
Let me some. Let me some.
All right. Okay. Then copy, paste, paste, paste. Okay, hold on. Okay, right around here is where it starts to get into the please. Okay, hold on. So what we got so far now, let's go back and review everything here, like from frame by frame, from start to where we're at now.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash. Please.
Okay, so far, not gonna lie, not bad.
Please. Please.
But you know what? I think I have a little bit of an idea for what we could do for a 1-bit drop real fast. I need a front-facing image of a Rathalos real quick. Like I need to look this creature straight forward in the face. That's what I need. I need an image that's like that real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me just another tab. I'm gonna have so many tabs at the end of this. Holy shit. Okay, real quick, look up on another end, Rathalos, but I am gonna look up head along with it. I need me a Rathalos head. What the f- Alright, there are a lot of these, but all of them are by the side, are a side profile. I need me a front facing. Here we go. We're in that territory now, folks. Now, here's where we actually take all these.
Please.
And just hit them with clear frames, and now we don't need to worry about that. Okay, now. We're gonna go for a straightforward, right in the face type of dealio, here-yo, buckaroos. First, let me see, can I... I don't think I can. I'm really hoping to get like a sort of mirror effect like how I would with regular Procreate, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. Yeah, then I think that'll be the case. I might need to go with a somewhat more side profile. I need me a Rathalos head with a closed mouth. Looking to the side, but all these have his mouth open. Why ain't his mouth closed? Okay, we're gonna go for not a hyper detailed Rathalos, but at least a more somewhat detailed Rathalos real fast. It's kind of like because we're trying to go for a zoom in of the Rathalos' head right now here. Again, that's not going to be too heavily detailed here, but it'll at least be detailed enough to kind of get across the point of what I'm trying to make this creature look like. In this case, I am trying to make it look like what it is, and that is a Rathalos. Something decent. So looking perfect, not entirely, but at least it's the amount of details that we kind of need. Might need to pull the head forward a little bit because we're kind of just already going out of frame here, just a tiny bit. Yeah, I definitely need to pull it forward a little bit here. Yeah, I think we got a decent formulation of how Rathalos looks. And not trying to make it too hyper realistic, just at least just a little bit more close-up detailed version of what we're trying to go for here. The more detail I add, the worse it looks and the better it becomes. Right, hold on. Now I gotta see this without the background of the video. Hold on one second. Let me just turn down that occupancy real fast and get it. Dude, we're barely even halfway through the fucking video itself. It barely looks like a Rathalos, but you know what? That probably makes it better. There's also like a little bit of like scale detail around the horn here, so or at least like the chin horn. What do you call this little spike thing? Hold on, I just realized I fucking drew that on there. Let me just clear that because we don't really need that. Alright, and I think the one thing that we might try animating for this part is the eye blinking. First things first though, we need to go back a little bit and bring back the occupancy of the video itself real fast, and then here. There we go. And we're gonna copy, paste, 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 paste. We're gonna bring this in. Copy, paste, paste. Alright, before we do any animating on the eyes, let's see how far into this we've gotten.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash. Please.
This is a nice stick.
It's so fucking perfect.
I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash. Please.
It looks so grotesque. I love it. I think for what I might go for animating the eye, we might go for that lizard type of blink where it's just like an inner blink, not like the actual eyelid itself blinking. I don't know if a Rathalos has that, but you know what? Honestly, in my eyes, it works. Hey there, Lily. How you do? Looks funny. Thank you, because I'm glad that that's the case, because I'm not gonna lie. Since you're new here, here's what we're doing. I'm gonna bring this back to the beginning real fast. So real quick, Lily. I don't know that. I didn't know you animate. I don't. Funny enough. I mean, I do, but barely. The only things I've really animated are just like a few things on stream and a couple of my PNGs, such as this one. But that's as far as I've gone. And lately, when it comes to many things, me and my friends have been making this joke every once in a while of like animating over the video of, I mean, real quick, let me ask, have you ever seen the video, Becky Let Me Smash? Oh, and thank you for the hydrate. With like all those birds and stuff? I have to ask just so that way I know if you know the context or not. It's super cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. But if you haven't seen the video, hold on, let me just do this real fast. I'm going to temporarily hide this, bring back the occupancy for this video. Oh, you have seen it. All right, then good. Then I don't need to do this, even though even though I don't mind ever having to look back at that video. But basically, here's what we got right now. Oh damn! On a 5 stream streak. Nice. Thank you for that. I deeply appreciate it. All right, but anyway, this is what we got so far in terms of this, and I should actually head back and bring down the occupancy a little bit so that way the animatic here can actually be properly viewed. And also, yes, you're going to hear a lot of That comes from the video itself because I had to download the video and put it on here so that way I could actually let it be seen. But yeah, anyway, here's what we got so far with this little animatic.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash, please.
It's just so perfect. I love the way that this looks, bro. I swear. It's just so perfect. I love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. So we've had this running joke going on for a while where it's just like, what if we had the fucking Becky Let Me Smash video, but with a Rathalos and a Rathian instead? And that's basically what we got going on here. A Rathalos and a Rathian just going through the idea of Becky Let Me, like the whole video itself of Becky Let Me Smash.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash, please.
I love the look of this Rathalos. It's so fucking perfect. I love it too. It's just so good. It's just so good. But in terms of just like giving context, I'm not making. For me personally, I would really love to, but I'm more or less just treating this more like an animatic rather than an actual full-fledged animation. I am gonna try my best to go through the whole video, but I can't promise it the fact that I'll like make the whole animation myself. This is more or less just like, hey, if anybody out there wants to give this a shot, feel free. You did so good, thanks. Because to be honest, I am not really like. I am making this like as goofy as possible, and I think I think with this little bit I have achieved that. And I'm like barely even a few seconds into the actual video the actual video itself. Like, hold on, I need to know like how far deep into this am I?
No.
We're only 10 seconds into this fucking video. And it's already fucking peak. We're like 11 to 12 seconds into this video and it's already fucking peak. YouTube poop noises. Yeah, I know, right? Like listen to this. It's so stupid, but I love it. It's so fucking ridiculous. Also, I should probably do one thing real quick since you are here, Lily. Give me one little second. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. That's a little munch right there. Hold on. Wait. Bang. There you go. There you go. So anybody in the chat that hasn't followed Lily at all yet, please do so, because I have seen a couple of their streams, and I will say, there's a funny little cow. Is that the best way to put it? As I have seen that VTuber model they have, and I did see that it was a cow. I don't know if that's because it's like I feel like
Yeah, no problem. Always willing to shout out some friends that stop by. You are a cow? Okay, cool. Because, like, I mean, it's just that where I grew up, calling a woman a cow just feels a little rude, you know what I mean? But when you actually do identify as a cow on the internet, it's just like, would it still be rude? That's where the confusion in my brain kind of comes from in that regard. But anyway, we gotta skip forward a little too much in this. But it's like, you know what I mean by that, right? I'm the one person that likes being called a cow. Alright, fair. Very fair. Also, give me 1 second, because I need to wipe off my desk real fast, because there's a lot of condensation coming from the cup that I'm drinking out of. And I already have a lot of condensation stains on my desk. I don't want any more. Again. Alright. Heifer? Heifer? Wasn't in. I don't know that little H word. How do you even pronounce that? Anyway, I better get the color for the rathian back in here, so that way we can start drawing back in the rathian. Heifer? That's how you pronounce it? Or heifer? 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 Okay. Heifer. Oh, heifer. Okay, I see. I see. I don't think I've ever heard that one, though. Heifer. Yeah, that's one that I'd never heard of. Heifer. I have never heard of that one. I never heard of anybody calling anyone else a heifer. So one where it's just either slipped my mind or just never heard of it. Rocco's friend was named Heifer. All right. Heifer. That's how I feel whenever I fucking have to say heifer. Timing too fast? No, don't worry. Take your time. Pronounced heifer. Heifer. It's another word for cow. Okay, I never heard of that one. I think I might have, but it just probably has just slipped my mind. It does sound familiar. I guess I just haven't heard it in a long while. Alright, I need to look at a rathian now, because we're switching back over to the rathian. A heifer is a young female cow. So that's how that works, huh? Alright, I think for how we're gonna go about it, we're gonna have the rathian kind of just pop up where it's just like, where their neck's just gonna start down here, just being like, no, run, and then later kind of go up and you're like, go find Becky. So the neck will just be starting down here. Let's start with another frame, or another little thing right here. Hold on, let me. Okay, there we go. We have a little skeleton of sorts to help get the idea across. And then get back the color that we need. And start drawing in the rathian's head. Or neck and head, I should say. Right now I need a good looking picture of a rathian doing at least a similar pose of a young female cow that has not yet had her first calf. I can see that. Could really say that'd be the one thing that you and my mom would actually have in common, because she likes calves too.
I got a nose ring because of them. Oh, nice. May I ask, I only ask this out of curiosity, do you also have a collar of any kind with a cowbell on it? I wanted a burger. I'm watching a burger commercial. Lol. The irony of that timing, huh? Alright, okay, hold on. I'm gonna head back real fast to this room, actually. And I'm gonna copy it and over here, and just another layer, paste it here. That way I have something to kind of work with. I'm gonna move it over to the side here though. Oh shit, I just realized. Wait, hold on. I just realized I put this on the wrong layer and it needs to go up here. Okay, the head will be right here. Excuse me, I am so sorry. You ever think rathian subspecies hiccups came to be because a Rathalos cut the clap and it led to mutation? What? That's one weird way to look at it, but I guess. I like just saying a lot of things out of nowhere, huh? Shenanigans. Yep, Okay, and now we bring up the little beak that the rathian has at the tip of its looking head. Hold on, I think I might have went a little too high with that there. Hold on. Let me just. Okay. Thank you for the lurk there, Lily. I appreciate. I appreciate. And I think this should be decent for the rathian here. Maybe a little too long of a neck, but you know what? I think that adds to it a little bit for the goofiness. This is not really anything that's meant to be taken too seriously. This is just literally a goof. We're dealing with memes here anyway, people, so, I mean, what you want from me? Okay, so now we're gonna do this. Hold on, actually. We're gonna get rid of this. See if we can get rid of the whole track. Yeah, delete track. And we can usually do the same with this track here. Track options, delete track. I think this one had it. Yep, it did. Okay, we copy, paste, copy, paste. And we're just gonna do this. Copy and paste.
No run.
Where are we right now in terms of this, huh? Okay, right up to frame 146 here, right? This is where we now bring in. So here, then bring in another track just for the purposes of making this work. And now we get this color back. Go back over here.
The sky is not the same no more today. There is no turning back. Lily, not change the way. Covers are always judge books by today. If they are shining or not.
I got an idea for what we can do here. Hold on.
As always, but no one's gonna read them out again. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling. Stay out of the cold rain, for your heart may be.
And a little bit of
Oh, please don't wait for
a little bit of teeth action.
down there in the sea.
A little bit of teeth action.
All is right. Need to wait for us.
You a hole in there. Here now.
Winds are not so soft no more today. They change the cold and sad. Lily, you never change. They all want a brand new box today. No matter what's inside.
A little bit of that, a little bit of this.
All these pieces
Gotta get all those
down
spines
there
in there.
show me those days. Tide has washed them all away.
You might want to bring it. Might want to have the spines move out a little bit more sooner than that.
For me, darling, stay out of the cold rain, for your heart may become a rusty. Oh, please don't wait for me.
Okay, I think that looks good. Let's see.
What is there to say?
Okay, so let's see.
Find Becky.
All accept it that way, so be it. Time marches on.
Okay, right there is where we gotta cut it real quick. Alright, let's go back to the beginning and see how much we got now.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash. Please.
No Ron. Go find Becky. This is a nice stick.
Okay, yeah, so far I think we got some comedy gold here, people. I think we got some comedy gold. Hold on, I need to watch this again.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash. Please.
No Ron. Go find Becky.
It is working out so well. It works out way too well right now. Alright, now we bring back in the Rathian.
No, or not the Rathian, the Rathalos. It's a matter of just trying to figure out what pose to get him into when he says you want some fuck.
You want some fuck?
Alright. Putting this here so that way I know where the end of that little line is. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the Rathalos when I first drew him. Okay, yeah, that's not bad to kind of like get a good idea right now. I need to bring that frame with me. Oh, wait, hold on, actually no, I almost forgot. All right, there we go.
Right.
Put that frame right here, just for purposes of remembering. We're actually going to go back to this real quick, and we're going to, hold on, wait, you see, damn, I can't make it like transparent in any sort of way, which is kind of yuck, not gonna lie. Hold on 1 second. Do this whole thing inside here. Alright, there we go. La 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 la. Alright. I think we're gonna do something similar to what we did. Hold on 1 second. I just realized I'm drawing on the wrong grade. I think what we're gonna do something similar to what we did with the Rathian, but we're gonna do it with the Rathalos now. And I actually realized I kind of did pretty good almost right off the rip, or trying to like mimic the Rathalos next. I didn't even realize that. Hold on. I'm already messing the face up a little bit here. Or the mouth up, actually. I think for now we will just hide this one. Oh shit, wrong layer. I don't know what that little random glitch is a lot of the time. It's just always a little weird. Procreate Dreams for some reason. I want to actually change up the eye a tad bit here because he's looking a little too angry for wanting to get some fucking done. And now we get a look back at the Rathalos, just to kind of get an idea of the spikes again. But man, I'm not gonna lie. This might be like one of the best things I have done in terms of animating in a very, very, very long while. I'm loving it. I don't know about any of you guys in chat right now, but I'm loving this. Hold on. I think we'll start the turn of the head right here, because I think what I want to do is I want to try to go for a turn of the head. Will it be the best? No, because it's just going to literally be a snap like... Or, thinking about it, I think I have a bit of a better idea. I think I have a little bit of a better idea here. Hold on. Okay, what I got in mind is this. I'm actually realizing it because there is a little bit of a lift in the head. I'm going to need to make this like just a tad bit higher. Looking pretty decent. Alright, there we go. Kind of give him a little bit of a smuggish look right there. Gotta go, good luck animating. Thank you, Onyx. You have yourself a good rest of your night, my friend. May you hopefully complete RE6 real soon. If you're still even playing that. Either way, though, good luck. And have a good rest of your time zone. Here, hold on.
Some.
Okay, I have an idea of what we can actually do here. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Some fuck.
Okay, I had to remind myself where exactly. But I'll wait. Where exactly in this animatic we are at right now? Okay. You specifically, we're gonna grab transform right here, and we're gonna zoom out just a tiny bit, and push you forward a tiny bit, and lift you up just a tiny bit. So that way we have a slightly different frame. ourselves all these frames. We're just gonna come and then clear. And you specifically, we are going to copy, paste, real quick. Okay, hold on. Okay, I am staying right here just so that way I know where the frames are and there's two after that. I just realized I forgot one little thing on the Rathalos, and that was a little flap thingy behind his ear. Better get that first before we even go anywhere further. And I am gonna re-add it here so that way it can at least look slightly different in terms of a lot of stuff. And then we're gonna clear frame, paste, clear frame, paste. Copy. Clear frame. Paste. Clear frame. Paste. I think it might go over here and then clear the frame as well and then paste this. Okay, right here is where we just clear frame, paste, clear frame, paste, clear frame, paste, clear frame, paste, and then copy. Okay, clear, paste, clear, paste, then yeah, that. Copy, and then get rid of these, get rid of these. Clear. And these. Copy. Paste. And paste. Alright, that should be good. Let's go back to the beginning and see how it looks now.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash. Please.
No, Ron. Go find Becky.
You want some fuck?
This is a nice stick.
The little bit of movement actually helps sell that so fucking well. I love it. Alright, hold on. Let's move forward a little bit.
Oh, Becky.
Oh yeah, shit. I forgot to get rid of that. Hold on. Alright, clear frame. Now let's see how it looks in full now. Hold on, here, hold on. Alright, now from the beginning, let's see. 3, 2, 1, ready.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash. Please.
No, Ron. Go find Becky.
You want some fuck?
This is a nice stick. I like
The little neck movement of some fuck.
sticks. Pick.
Let me smash. Please.
No, Ron. Go find Becky.
You want some fuck?
It works out so well, and yet it somehow shouldn't.
You want some fuck?
A little smirking face and just like being like, "So you want some fun?" It's so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. We are making a lot of good progress here. But man, I've been at this for 3 hours now, and I think I might need to call it here because holy shit, been at this for a minute. But I've been enjoying this, and I'm glad that I did this finally. But yeah, right now this is the resting point, and this is where I say we stop just for now. So let's again see from the beginning, just to see how much progress we have made. But for now, real quick, music, shush up for this momentous occasion real fast. Alright, let's see what we got right now.
This is a nice stick. I like sticks. Pick.
Let me smash. Please.
No, Ron. Go find Becky.
You want some fuck?
This is
It works out way too well, and I love it. I fucking love it. This is amazing. I am so glad that I fucking finally got around to doing this. I'm loving every second of this so far. I love this. I fucking love this. Oh, hell. Alright. I think with that said, it is definitely time for us to get to ending this, because while I would love to continue on, I need to remind myself and everybody here, we have only gotten to about...
You want some fuck?
no.
We have only gotten about to like 15 seconds of this whole fucking video. Oh man, it's just like, again, I am enjoying every second of this, but holy fuck. There's a point where we got to take a break, and right now this is the break. Holy shit. Alright, but anyway, music, come back. Alright, but I think with all that being said and done, let's get ready to send this out for the raid, shall we? This definitely was immensely fun, and I am enjoying this. And I can't wait to, and I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to animate this a lot more. So I hope you guys are ready for more of this, because I know for a fact that tomorrow, I definitely am, because yes, we're working on this tomorrow. What do you think I scheduled us to have art for 2 days in a row? Because I knew that this was going to take a long while. So I hope you guys will be ready for that tomorrow, because I know I am. And I'm not going to lie with you, my wrist, to be honest, my entire like arm, my forearm from my wrist is just like definitely burning up a bit, but honestly, it's a good burn. It's a really good burn. But yeah, but for real though, to anybody that is currently in chat, if you're listening, what did you guys think of that? Because I'm loving it. I'm enjoying this. This truly has been a lot of fun, and like, to be honest, I like animating every once in a while, but doing it so much can like personally take a bit of a toll on me, like how it kind of has now. Not in the bad way, but just kind of like in a way where it's just like, I could definitely feel the burn in my arm from drawing as long as we have, which has been like 3 hours now, mind you. But I think with the progress that we have made and the amount of jokes that we have so far put into this has been worth it. This has definitely been worth it, and I, again, cannot wait to animate the rest of this. A part of me really wants to like immediately go for a reschedule depending on how long it takes tomorrow and just say fuck Rivals on Wednesday, we're gonna skip ahead and just immediately get to like animating this even more. But then again, we'll see how far we get into this and how I feel about it, because I don't know if we will or not, but we'll see. We shall see as we go along. For now,
I say let's end this off and send it out to a person to raid. Anybody here agree? Because I think it's best that we do that. So let us send it off to somebody real quick. So hold on one little second. Let's get a little bit of this section going because we need ourselves a raid message. So to anybody that is in the chat and that wants to participate, at least in the Twitch chat. So if you're over on YouTube and you want to join us for this raid, the link to Twitch should be down below in the description. You can join us that way. As for anybody that's already in the Twitch chat, boom! You can copy paste that message right there. And if you do not have the emotes, feel free to either use your own or use some others that you like to use. For now, though, let's see. Who do we wish to send this to? Should we send it to a fellow artiste? Should we send it to just another fellow VTuber in general? Or should we just send this to somebody that we haven't sent it to before, either before or in a very long while? Right now, I think... You know what? Let's send it to somebody that we probably haven't sent to in a very long while. Let's send it to this someone by the name of Mandy and May. They have practically kind of just been in the midst of their stream right now, so I think it's better than never. Let's do this. Alright. Alright. Hey, there we are. Bada bing, bada bam. But yeah, this was definitely a lot of fun. Again, I hope everybody who's in the chat definitely enjoyed this because I definitely this has been nothing but fun, and I have not been more excited for a little art project than this. I like genuinely, I have not been more excited for an art project other than this. This is something that I am definitely looking forward to a lot. I cannot wait until we get some more of this. Holy shit. But yeah, I believe we'll just have to save that for tomorrow because I really need to get some sleep and I have work tomorrow, sadly. But hey, it is what it is. Until next time, though, thank you to everybody who's joined me since the beginning of the stream. I do deeply appreciate it. And for those that stopped by to either say hi and or lurk for a bit, I appreciate y'all as well. As per usual, means a lot. You take some time to see this dummy who smiles at your screen for no reason whatsoever. But yeah, believe until tomorrow when we will continue this, and believe me, we're definitely going to continue this. So, till then, take care. Y'all have a good one. I'm Star. Signing out for now. Love y'all. Y'all have a good one. Boys!